Hey, Ethan with All Out Oregon here, and I am at the 2019 GPAA Golden Treasure Show here at the Portland Expo Center. We're going to be taking a look at three of my favorite gold panning inventions: the Gold Claw, the Gold Getter, and the Gold Cube. Then stick around as we head over to the panning zone and I teach you how to pan for gold. All that on this episode of All Out Oregon.
Think of it this way: you've got your shovel, number 2 shovel, you got a classifier, and you got a pan. With a typical pan, you have the swirling and the dipping. And when that water rushes out, it suspends the material to wash off the lights. It uses suspension forces. This one uses displacement. You do not swirl, you do not dip. Instead, what you do is you shake and tilt. And you can tell if you're doing it right, because see how the top moves but the bottom is solid? Okay, but I don't want to go so big it's sloshy. So just enough to put it in that liquefied state. And you can tell the pan actually feels lighter when it slips into that mode. And they go all the way to vertical. Now to get it back in, what you need to do is give it some angle so that it can go downhill, but put it underwater and shake it. Nice hard shaking, and that washes everything down into the pan. Now for this side, it's shake and tilt again, but you don't want big wide ones, you want really short ones. And a short shaking motion keeps that gold under the black sand. So now watch, when I tap, to tap I make this even, about a 1/4 inch deep, and I hit towards the gold. And watch how it taps out and cleans that gold up. It's ready to stuff into the bottle. This little one though, because it's just so easy to take anywhere. Just shaking, tilting, keeping it in that liquefaction state. Go all the way. I go a little over center on this one because that edge is so aggressive. Same thing here, just shake it out. You can see the gold back in there. Go till all that dirt's pretty much gone, and then tap out your gold. Same as the other one.
I'm Chris Cosby. I'm the inventor of the Gold Getter. Invented this about 3 years ago for use up in Hells Canyon, Snake River area. It works really good. Even 8-year-old kids can use it. It's a great product. Okay, what we have here is the Gold Getter, and it allows you to process a heaping scoop of material in 12 seconds without pre-classifying your material. So what you have here, regardless of what the stream offers, you put it in the center of the pan, 2 fingers underneath, grab a hold of it good and solid, and you start to shake it for about 10 seconds. And it acts like a horizontal trommel. The gravel moves sideways, it washes it, it vibrates it, and within 10 seconds, if there's anything heavy in it, it's in the bottom. At the end of that 10 seconds, you pick it up out of the water, and you become the stream to wash the concentrates out. So as long as the grooves, it's a sluice box, so as long as the grooves stay fluid, you can add another scoop and keep going. If not, you can clean the box by simply immersing it in a bucket of water and just washing it out. You don't have to take it apart, just wash it out. Now your concentrates are in the bucket and you go back to work, and that takes a total of 18 seconds. At the end of the day, you're going to have concentrates, and you're going to want to super concentrate. So you take your box apart, take your screen out. Now what you're going to do, you're going to take a level scoop of that mud, you're going to put it in your box, you're going to break it up, and now you're going to start that same shake over again. And within 4 seconds of shaking, you'll see the lighter stones come up. Watch what happens to the stones. You see them starting to float? That's the lighter material coming to the surface, and you just wash that off. Okay, your heavies have continued to go down, your lights come up. So you add another scoop, and you keep doing that until all of your concentrates are gone. And at the end of the day, whether you went through a 5-gallon bucket or 10-gallon bucket or whatever, all you're going to have left to process is 2/3 of a cup of super concentrate. Your cleanup is this easy. That's your cleanup, and then your pan out.
Hey everybody, we're here with the Gold Cube. I'm Mike Punk. I'm the co-inventor. My partner Red, he's not here, so I'm taking all the credit. What we have here is the Gold Cube, and what it's capable of doing is 1,000 pounds an hour of classified material. Now everything that goes through the Gold Cube has got to be 1/8 of an inch or smaller, so we've got 1/8 of an inch right here. So all of this material down in this bin right here has been classified to 1/8 of an inch. So everything that's going through the 1/8 inch classifier is going to be fed into the Gold Cube. We can feed that through at 1,000 pounds an hour. We're going to be able to take all this material like this right into the top. Now when that goes into the top, you notice the last thing that went down was black sand. That's what the slick plate is used for. It's to take your fine, light material and get it out of the way, and then your black sands and your gold is going to be the last down. So the mat is hungry, ready for it when it gets there. When all that material goes down inside, it goes into our G-force separator. Now the G-force separator is going to take everything from the slick plate down into the G-force separator. It's going to throw everything to the outside edge and into our low pressure zone right here. That's going to take and throw from the low pressure zone into the mat. The mat is going to act like little vortex pockets, little quicksand pockets. So this is what it really looks like right here. So out of the G-force separator, across our low pressure zone, into the mat, and it's going to act like quicksand, bringing it down into the mat. Gold in, light stuff out. Gold in, light stuff out. Exchange, exchange, exchange. So that's what the Gold Cube does. We put our gold where we want it on purpose, so we get to take our gold home on purpose. Now we've got a couple of ways to get our material down to 1/8 of an inch. We've got our trommel over here to the right. We've got our trommel, which is going to classify it down to 1/8 of an inch. All right, everything that's in there is going to get classified down and run through the cube. Everything that is too big goes into our nugget zone. The nugget zone is going to classify it out for our nuggets and our pickers, and that's what's going to be down in that box. In the river, the trommel is going to be your best bet, because you can shovel right into this, and anything that's about 4 inches around or smaller is going to be able to go through here, get cleaned and processed when you've got your back turned going after another shovel. So it's like the mining partner that never complains. But the whole line of the Gold Cube system is made to get the gold. If you get the small, you get it all. The Gold Cube is the machine to do it. So cube it or lose it, and join the Gold Cube family. I'll show you how.
And we're going to do some gold panning now, so take yourself a gold pan and fill it with dirt. Keep the water over it there a little bit. I'm going to shake it up in like an earthquake motion. That's going to make all that, it's going to make all the heavy material go down to the bottom, and we're going to wash off the lighter material. We're going to keep doing that. Little liquefaction there on the sand with the water, and wash off the lighter material. And wash off the lighter material. And we're going to keep doing that until we get down the black sand. Let's have these baffles in here. Those are catching all the heavier sediment, the black sand that we get here.
Be careful! Hey, look at you!
And here we got gold.
Dirt in there?